The story begins with the woman recounting a severe medical emergency that left her in a state of clinical death. As her body lay lifeless, she felt her soul being gently drawn out of her physical form. She described the sensation as peaceful and weightless, as though she was being carried by an unseen force into a realm filled with an indescribable light. The light was not just visual. It radiated warmth, love, and an overwhelming sense of safety, unlike anything she had experienced on Earth. As she moved closer to this radiant realm, the woman noticed that her earthly worries, fears, and pain faded entirely, replaced by a profound sense of belonging. She felt surrounded by an unearthly love that seemed to flow through every part of her being. She knew instinctively that she was in the presence of the divine. Upon entering this realm, she saw a radiant figure standing at the center of the light. His appearance was both awe-inspiring and comforting, with a presence that radiated infinite compassion and authority. She instinctively knew this was Jesus Christ. His eyes seemed to hold the depth of eternity, and when he looked at her, she felt as though her entire life, her very soul, was being fully understood and embraced. Jesus' presence was described as both comforting and awe-inspiring. His eyes, filled with compassion and understanding, seemed to see into the deepest parts of her soul. It was during this encounter that Jesus began revealing truths about the spiritual realities of the universe, particularly about Lucifer. According to her testimony, Jesus explained that Lucifer was not created as an evil being, but as one of the most beautiful and exalted angels in heaven. His purpose was to reflect God's glory, to serve as an example of divine creativity and light. However, as Jesus revealed, Lucifer's heart became consumed with pride. He began to desire God's throne, craving worship and authority that belonged to the Creator alone. This pride led to rebellion, a calculated act of defiance against God's sovereignty. Lucifer's rebellion, Jesus explained, was catastrophic. It not only resulted in his fall, but also led many other angels to follow him, creating a rift in the heavenly realm. These angels, now known as demons, joined him in his mission of opposition to God. Jesus showed her how this rebellion marked the beginning of a cosmic battle that continues to this day. Lucifer's ultimate goal, Jesus said, is to deceive humanity into rejecting God's love. He uses lies to manipulate people, disguising himself as an angel of light. Jesus revealed to her how the enemy subtly twists truth to make evil appear good and good appear evil. Humanity, Jesus emphasized, often succumbs to these deceptions, embracing sin, selfishness, and materialism, which lead to spiritual separation from God. The woman was then given a glimpse of the consequences of aligning with darkness. She described a horrifying vision of hell, a place of torment, despair, and complete separation from God. In this realm, she saw countless souls, not because God rejected them, but because they had chosen to reject him, deceived by Lucifer's lies. What struck her most was that Lucifer was not the terrifying figure she had imagined, but rather a pitiful, fallen being consumed by his own pride and hatred. She realized that his power lies not in strength, but in his ability to deceive and manipulate humanity into turning away from God. Jesus' message to her was one of hope and redemption. He explained that while Lucifer works tirelessly to destroy, God's love and grace are infinitely more powerful. Through his sacrifice on the cross, Jesus made a way for humanity to overcome sin and deception, to choose light over darkness, and to restore their relationship with God. She was told that her experience was not just for her, but for others as well. Jesus urged her to share this truth, warning people about the spiritual warfare around them, and encouraging them to seek him for guidance, strength, and salvation. When the woman returned to her body, she awoke with a profound sense of awe and responsibility. Her near-death experience had not only changed her perspective on life, but had also ignited a passionate desire to share the truth she had witnessed. She felt an overwhelming gratitude for being given a second chance, and with that gratitude came a deep conviction to live a life of faith and purpose. She described feeling as though her heart had been opened to a greater understanding of God's love, his plans, and the spiritual realities that many overlook in their daily lives. Her transformation was immediate and evident. She turned her focus toward sharing her experience with others, urging them to reflect on the choices they make and the spiritual battles they face. She spoke about the reality of deception, the importance of staying vigilant, and the power of trusting in Jesus Christ for guidance and salvation. She became a beacon of hope for those around her, emphasizing that while evil may try to overwhelm, the love and grace of God are infinitely more powerful. The woman also sought to help others strengthen their faith through acts of kindness, prayer, and service, reminding everyone that victory over darkness is certain for those who choose to walk in God's light.